What's going on, guys? Yet another day has passed, and with it comes even more examples of Bethesda Game Studios' absolute greed and laziness. A couple weeks ago, I released a video covering Bethesda's Fallout Day 2025, where absolutely nothing of substance was revealed for the future of the franchise. But of course, that's not going to stop Bethesda's most loyal fanboys from getting excited over the same buggy, broken crap that they've been sold for years. Hello fellow travelers, and welcome to the Hard Light Network. Fallout 4 was released on November 10th of 2015, and its launch was plagued with the typical Bethesda bugs that were never fully fixed. Issues like graphical tearing, laggy dialogue, and of course game-breaking crashes would haunt the game throughout its entire lifecycle, only to be ameliorated by modders in the community. It's no secret or surprise that the community itself has always cared about the quality of the game more than Bethesda themselves. In all honesty, it's thanks to these dedicated fans that the game was ever really in a playable state. While it is true that Fallout 4 was probably the most stable game at release up to that point by Bethesda, it still has many problems that have yet to be resolved. Thankfully, most of these issues are minor and can be resolved with either save states or simply overlooked as a lack of polish. Which brings us to the point of this video. 10 years later, Fallout 4 would be re-released under the title Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. And with 10 years of experience under their belt with this title, would Bethesda make any effort to change any of those problems? And the answer, unfortunately, though not unexpectedly, is no. But before we get into today's video, guys, do me a solid and hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the content that I've got coming up for you guys in the future, and also take to the comment section down below with your thoughts on Fallout 4. And of course, if you do feel so inclined to support this channel further, there are super thanks and memberships options down below. Feel free to join the channel today for access to exclusive content and perks that you can't get anywhere else. But without any further ado, let's get into today's video. Today's article comes to us from instantgamingnews.com and is entitled, Bethesda will fix Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. In addition to its extremely high price, Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition has a whole host of bugs. Fortunately, Bethesda Game Studios intends to put an end to these issues and has provided a roadmap. An update has already been released to improve loading times on the game's various menus, particularly the one for creations. Paid mods are now displayed and can be exchanged more quickly. Next week, a hotfix will correct stability issues, mainly on PS4 and Xbox One. What's more, creation whose elements are based on Fallout 4 DLC content should also work properly. In addition, the issue that causes DLCs to uninstall themselves after updating on PlayStation will be fixed. Then, during the week of November 24th, a patch will be deployed. It will increase the storage limit for creations on the Xbox Series to 100 gigabytes. The same storage could also be optimized for PlayStation. Finally, a last update is expected during the first half of December. We don't yet know what it will contain. A bit of a short read, but honestly, that's to be expected because there is absolutely nothing of substance with the Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition release. Rather than improving the quality of the base game, Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition essentially boils down to a bundle of 150 paid mods consolidated under a $20 price tag. The overwhelming majority of which are skins for Dogmeat, skins for your Pip-Boy, and skins for your Power Armor. The only new things of any substance that were added by this bundle are a couple of gimmicky player homes and settlements that really don't seem to fit in the overall world of Fallout 4. Everything else added by these creations, such as the Tesla Cannon and Hellfire Power Armor, are items that you could receive in Fallout 3 either through its base game or DLCs, updated and repackaged for resale in Fallout 4. This is essentially the horse armor scandal all over again. However, I will say that if you are actually interested in the Creation Club items and have been waiting for a bundle, $20 really isn't a bad price to access all of this content. With each individual item working out to be around 14 cents per creation, it's really not that bad of a price range for this bundle. However, the real problem with Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition's bundle are the performance and compatibility issues that it introduces to the game. It's a near certainty that for every single one of Bethesda's games, whenever an update is released, it breaks compatibility with pre-existing mods in the community, putting the responsibility on both players and mod authors to salvage the changes in an attempt to save their games and progress. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work out that way, and I've personally lost multiple characters to game-breaking changes made by the developers with their updates. Sometimes certain mods, when either changed or removed entirely, completely break your character profile, and all of the progress you make with them is completely lost. And the introduction of Bethesda's Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition Creation Club bundle has actually broken the game even further, leading to issues like players experiencing crashes during startup, loading screens, combat, or fast traveling, graphical issues like screen tearing, missing textures, flickering walls, and objects failing to load, frame rate drops on even high-end hardware, and even the game freezing and soft locking when players enter or exit the new creation menu. But it's not just the game's stability that has suffered as a result of the introduction of this content, but the Creation Club content itself seems to be broken as well. Many players that have purchased this Anniversary Edition bundle have reported that they could see it in their list of add-ons, but are unable to install or access the content, with some players being locked out of their purchase content because it's no longer being flagged as owned. It seems that many people who paid the $20 for this additional content are not paying for additional content, but rather to have the game's stability further damaged. Regardless of how big a fan you are of Fallout or Bethesda at large, this should be totally unacceptable for anyone who has purchased their products. And further, I think it should be obvious to everyone by now that this is just another attempt at a cash grab from Bethesda. While it's hard to pin down the exact value of Bethesda Game Studios as a game developer, they are a multi-billion-dollar company who have only released 5 games in the last 10 years, 2 of which are mobile games. Personally, I find it absolutely insane that a company that produces so little content is so highly valued both in the industry by its owners as well as its customers. Both Skyrim and Fallout 4 have been described by other creators on YouTube as a theme park type of experience. Their games are essentially open-world shooting galleries whose visual themes are the only thing that loosely connect them to their parent franchises. And honestly, on its own, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I personally still enjoy playing Skyrim and Fallout 4 for that reason. They are massive open worlds that you can either hack and slash or run and gun your way through without thinking too hard about. But apart from nostalgia and the massive amounts of work that the modding community has done to support these titles, there really is no other value to be drawn from these games. And honestly, as time goes on, I personally find it harder to distinguish whether or not Bethesda's game development practices are simply a symptom of the game industry's downfall or its cause. But that's going to do it for this video today, guys. Thank you so much to everybody who has watched up to this point. If you like this video, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the content that I've got coming out for you guys in the future. Also, do take to the comment section down below and let me know your thoughts on this issue. I've got lots of videos in the pipeline currently, and a lot of these projects aren't actually just gaming news, so I'm looking forward to releasing you guys some different type of content here in the near future. But with that being said, I gotta get back to it, guys. So as always, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like, and until next time, love you guys, safe travels.